Yeah, so the Hummingbird, that again, 20 hours, and that's like based off fuel, not battery power. And again, there are drones not quite the size of Develop Air, although I'm probably sure there's some exceptions. Not too much larger than Develop Air that are either fuel-based or a hybrid fuel and battery-based. The NQ9 Guardian, I think, is also somewhere in like the 12 to 24 hour ish range. Now, I would imagine that the Guardian or Predator drones, like most fixed-wing aircraft, can also be utilized as like, or in the same way manned aircraft can like be refilled in air, right? I'm not 100% sure of that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they could be refueled in air. The Prime Air, I would guess probably about half an hour of flight time, maybe a little bit more, and same thing with the Matternet 1. Much like these Develop Air drones, they get approximately 30 minutes of flight time with one battery, and then if you go to two batteries, you get like 36 minutes on that one and like 42 to 44 minutes on that one.
So which energy would you rather have, like the battery or fuel source?
So it depends on the application. I think for most people, batteries make the most sense, and given this is still at like the very kind of early concepts, but there's already research being done where you can wirelessly charge drones while they're still in flight by flying close enough to power lines. And then there's also people that have done experiments where if you need to do a mission that's further than what like our drone can do, you know, like this Develop Air XE is the model, can maybe do like an 8-mile round trip, you know, 4 miles there, 4 miles back. If you needed to do a trip that was longer than that, and you could fly along power lines, there's also systems that you could like perch on the power lines like a bird, recharge from the power lines, and then continue off on your mission. So battery power is really not as limiting of a factor as a lot of people like to think it is, especially in the way that, you know, I was talking about at the very beginning. As these start to become more part of our everyday lives, where you have your own drone or drones at your house, you used to water the garden, you as, you know, a kid, you know, playing laser tag with it, your parents using it as a delivery platform, you know, all via that same drone. When do you really need to send your drone more than a handful of miles, right? Everyone here, I would imagine, lives within, you know, a couple miles of like 3 grocery stores, a few gas stations, right? Like most people don't need, you know, more than half an hour, you know, of flight time, even though it's like, hey, isn't a battery the limiting factor? No, it's really just getting it out to the masses that's the limiting factor.